save the world with the antidote, legitimize his fly business, grant Golden Circle leaders immunity, but face worse threat. The president appeared to accept all terms, but secretly planned to gather evidence against the Golden Circle and detain all poisoned suspects. Let them self-destruct. The feds picked this up via bugging the president's office. Champagne strongly opposed his extreme approach. Meanwhile, Merlin and Waterguy overheard Charlie's call, found the Antidote base, and Champagne quickly sent Tarn and his team. They headed to the Italian snowy base for Antidote, splitting into two. Tarn and Whiskey went to the peak. Pat planned the escape route in the control room. Soon, Tarn got an Antidote with a fake ID from HQ, but Charlie spotted him. They fled along the Prairien Route. They boarded the lazy car, but as they escaped, Charlie chased and took control via the terminal. The lazy car spun wildly out of control. Tarn's eyes bloodshot from the intense G-force. He neared unconsciousness. Then, Whiskey's suit revealed a lightning feature. With a whip crack, he sliced the control rope, sending the runaway car into free fall, hurtling down like a roller coaster gone rogue. They crash on the opposite cliff, slide downhill, gaining speed, and are about to hit the sheep sanctuary. Quick thinking, Tarn pulled the parachute off Whiskey, slowing their wild ride, and they came to a gentle halt right in front of the mossy sheep. After the mission, they reunited, and base soldiers chased. Whiskey rushed to the door. He accidentally knocked the antidote from Tarn's hand. No time for blame, enemies fired wildly, forcing them to hide. While the bad guys were busy reloading, Whiskey called for Tarn and Pat to cover him, and he whipped out 2 revolvers, going all James Bond on these guys to talk about a showdown. Whiskey was unstoppable, dual-wielding guns with lethal precision. Out of bullets, he unleashed his lightning whip. A minion tried to duel him with a knife, but it turned into a one-sided affair. Just as he wrapped things up with that guy, a whole army of baddies showed up. Oh boy, they were in trouble. They even brought a Gatling gun. Whiskey dashed inside, and Hart, seeing this, suddenly raised his pistol. He instantly shot Whiskey. Tarn was stunned. Outside, the pursuers fired wildly, and Tarn couldn't understand why Hart killed his own. Hart ignored his anger, calmly took out the perfume, pressed the switch, and tossed it outside. A bang, then silence outside. Enemies turned to statues. Tarn had no time to think. He swiftly used X-Takers to stabilize Whiskey's injury. Hart called him a traitor for smashing the antidote. Tarn didn't buy it, thinking Hart's butterfly hallucination made him lose his mind during remote questioning. Tarn, driven by self-interest, lied, reporting Whiskey was hit by enemies. The antidote broken, they must return to the peak for another, but Charlie on board one spare chance as he hits the button. The antidote base was completely destroyed. Worse still, Tarn learned via video chat that his princess girlfriend was angry at him. It is now in stage 3 paralysis from toxic flyer. Luckily, Merlin found the Golden Circle's lair. Time's tight, so Tarn's trio boarded a private jet armed with high-tech gear. They quickly reached a Cambodian jungle. Tarn probed for traps with a mine detector, but stepped on a landmine. Merlin told him to stay still. Then he took free spray from the box, buying seconds to escape. As the spray entered, Merlin suddenly pushed Talon away and stepped on it. The freeze effect was affected by the environment. To ensure the mission went smoothly, Merlin decided to sacrifice herself to buy Tarn and Pat some time, true hero. Though Tarn objected, Merlin was determined and sang a battle hymn, drawing all gods over. After a final glance at her teammates, she bravely let go and sacrificed herself. Tarn and Hart, filled with rage and sorrow, were left to carry on her legacy. They sprang into action, and seeing the overwhelming enemy numbers, Tarn tossed a baseball grenade to Hart, who smacked it away with his bat like a... Then they opened black umbrellas, using the bulletproof feature to advance through gunfire as the baseball grenade exploded. The grenade boomed loudly. Tarn grabbed his suitcase and fired away. Suddenly, a soldier took out her rocket launcher, but Tarn calmly raised his suitcase. As soldiers prepped, the two began mowing them down. When reinforcements reappeared, Tarn turned his suitcase into a shield, and together they beat the soldiers with high-tech weapons effortlessly. The robot shot grenades, Hart reflected them with his electric ring. After the chaos, only the master and apprentice remained. They rushed to the drug lord's lair, where the Arrow Alliance gave Charlie the antidote box. They let him retreat first. Tarn chased Charlie, while Hart was blocked by a steel guardroom raised by the female drug lord. Despite the umbrella's strong bulletproof power, it couldn't withstand the gargoyle's steel teeth. Sensing defeat, Hart fled outside to another room. Facing the relentless gargoyle, Hart spilled some molten gold on the floor, and on the other side, Torrin was no match for Charlie's shock arm attack like a pie. Otter at a party. Charlie, with his powerful arm, flung Torrin like a ragdoll, just as Charlie picked up a bowling ball for the final blow. Torrin grinned as he spun his ace watch head hack Charlie's system up close and was now toyed with Charlie. Humiliated, Charlie yanked off his robotic arm, but Torrin seized the opportunity and became a contortionist, easily snapping his neck like a... After Charlie, the pair confronted the female drug lord, mistakenly thinking Torrin wouldn't harm a woman. But the dynamic duo wasted no time, dosing her with double the lethal poison. To save himself, she spilled the password to the control box, then dropped like a hot potato. When Hart was to enter the password, a rope choked his neck. It was Whiskey, fully recovered. Torrin thought Whiskey sought revenge for the other shot, but Whiskey admitted smashing the antidote on purpose, as the fiend killed his pregnant wife, so he fully backed the president's move.